Hey guys, this is David. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about 5 easy ways for you to simplify your life this year. There's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of things going on, and just going with the flow on autopilot is a great way for you to become overwhelmed and be all over the place. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience. So it's very important, it's crucial for you to simplify your life this year. Alright, so the first thing you can do this year to simplify your life is to live below your means. What happens when you have more things is you have more clutter, you have more cleaning to do, you have more chances of breakages, more upgrades needed, more maintenance in general. You're more likely to get an upgrade, to follow the trends, and then you're just on a race against yourself and it just never stops. It goes on and on and on and on. I think most of us need to understand the difference between a want and a need. So on my end, what I started doing before buying anything is I started questioning myself and truly asking myself, do I need this? Is it actually going to bring any real long-term value to me that I don't already have right now? Usually it's a no, because I think most of our needs are met, and upgrades are really just wants and luxuries. But if it's a yes, go for it. I think living below your means is extremely subjective. You should feel free to splurge on things that you don't have and the things that you care about. But on the other hand, you should be careful and you should stay frugal with things that you don't really care about. Alright, so the second thing you can do is cut down your time on social media. You know what? I kind of have mixed feelings about social media because you can actually be really productive and learn a lot there. But at the same time, if you use it for entertainment only and for mindless scrolling and mindless stuff, well, you waste a lot of time. Either way, I think it's pretty time consuming. Sometimes I find myself scrolling through my news feed and before I know it, 30 minutes has passed and I'm like, whoa, where does the time go? And this is why I think now more than ever, we need to learn to disconnect because everything is online now. Back then, you didn't have constant reminders of what other people were up to, what they were doing and how cool their lives were. You didn't have social media influencers trying to push you all kinds of stuff in their lifestyle that you crave so much. There were less advertisements, social media influencers and gurus trying to tap into your psychology to get you to buy their things and buy more stuff. Your attention on these social media networks is literally a commodity. People pay for that and you're literally being targeted based on the people you follow, the things you look up and what you like, how you interact. It's pretty crazy and I think things were definitely simpler back then. On my end, cutting my time on social media really reduced the pressure I felt to conform and to be like everybody else and to do what everyone else was doing and also to see what everybody else was up to. I saved a lot of time. Became more productive, but I think I was able to save a lot of money too. I'm sure I would have clicked on these ads and I probably would have bought something. But most importantly, I feel more certain of where I stand in life. So the third thing that's going to help you simplify your life is to make weekly and monthly goals. You don't have to make tons of them, just make a few so you know what to do. Because without goals, you're sort of winging it and distractible. You're just walking through life and like, oh, this happens, I'll do it. And because of that, you don't have a clear vision of what to do next and when to do it. Your attention goes directly to what's easily available in front of you, and typically what's easily available is not the healthiest thing for you. So having self-made goals help provide clarity on where you need to spend your time and energy. If you can schedule and plan your time in accordance to your goals, well, you simplify a lot of things in your life because you know what to do and you get to focus on it. You get to prioritize what's important for you. So you know what to say no to and when to say no to. You're firm. My biggest struggle was that I had to be with everyone. I had to be everywhere and I had to do everything. I had to try everything. I had a pretty bad case of FOMO, which in a way contributed to the person that I am today, but still I was kind of all over the place, right? And making these goals is what helped provide clarity on what needed to be done. So I was able to focus on them and things just got simpler for me because I was less all over the place. I had less commitments and I knew exactly what had to be done. And I got a lot more results in life because of that. Okay, so the fourth thing you can do to simplify your life this year is to simplify your day, your daily flow. Honestly, you probably don't realize it, but you're involved in so many activities, so many commitments, so many things on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not just talking about work and school. You probably have a partner, in relationships, you have friends, you have your parents, you have assignments, you have so many things that are just always trying to drag you. I think when it comes to living an intentional life, less is definitely more. So find a few important areas in life, skills, hobbies, whatever it is that you want to focus on and dedicate your time to it. it really goes a long way. And for you, maybe it's about learning a new skill, it's about pursuing a hobby, reading more, writing more, learning a new language, whatever it is, find the time to do it and dedicate your time on it. I think you'll find yourself to be a lot more fulfilled in life if you do that. We're all trying to do so many things at the same time at the cost of our time and our well-being. The thing though is sometimes these things are completely unrelated and even counterproductive with each other. Focusing on a few important areas in your life really goes a long way because it serves as a North Star, like a guide as to how you should spend your time, and really just simplifies everything because you know where you stand, you know what is aligned with you, and you know what is not. So you're more able to say no to the things that are not important for you. And I think that's the most important thing, learning to say no. I had such a difficulty saying no to commitments that I was not really interested in, but I kind of forced myself to stay. And in retrospect, I think I would have probably done more. I probably would have been able to achieve more with my time if I had just spent it on the things that I really love and the things that I really wanted to pursue. All right, so last but not least, appreciate the little things in your life. You know, the things that you have every day, the things you already have right now that you may be taking for granted. I think being content with what you have right now is a great way to simplify your life because true gratitude puts you in a state of abundance instead of scarcity. It puts you in a state of, I have enough, I am enough. I don't need more, I don't want more. There's always going to be something cooler, better, newer, even though what you already have may already be great. And relentlessly chasing after the next big thing means you're taking what you have for granted and you don't value it as much. It's also a constant reminder that things are not enough, that you're not enough. It's like thinking in terms of if X happens, then I'll be happy, then I'll be good. If I make more money, if I get that promotion, if I get that car, if I get that house, if I get a girlfriend, then I'm gonna be good. Yeah, except once you get it, you're gonna want something else. The simpler your needs are, the easier they will be to fulfill. I think appreciating what you have now and what you're doing now really goes a long way. And it's called the present for a reason, so take it for what it is. No matter what you're going through right now, there's plenty to be grateful for. And in a few years in the future, you're probably gonna look back, reminisce, and miss it, and maybe even regret. So why not make the most out of it now? Why not enjoy it to the fullest? Because there are things that you have today that you will not have tomorrow, in a few years. So enjoy it to the max while you can, man. Do it now. Enjoy now. You can still have a lot of ambition, but just make sure to keep your feet on the ground. And no matter how much you dwell in the past, you can't relive it and you can't go and fix things that happen. The future is uncertain, so you can't predict what's going to happen no matter how much you worry and stress about it. The only thing you can be certain of is now. So don't focus too much on what could be, what will be, what should be, and just enjoy right now while you can. Enjoy the present, the little things. Live little, live simple, guys. You already know. Alright guys, that was it for the video. As always, I hope you found it useful and thank you for watching. I think our lives are a bit too complicated these days and we need to tame it down and slow it down and simplify things. So again, I hope you found it useful and I'll see you guys in the next one.